It's K-Poi 105.9, the Big Kahuna, Honolulu's only classic rock, the Workforce Afternoon, Dave Lawrence, and I am pleased to be joined on the line by a legendary rock musician and songwriter who has been celebrated for decades as one of the most provocative and compelling keyboardists and arrangers. He's coming to town Friday, March 4th for a very special show at Pipeline Cafe, leading the Doors of the 21st Century. It's a great honor to welcome to K-Poi 105.9, the Big Kahuna, Ray Manzarek. Aloha, Ray.
Hey, guys. Hey, everybody. How's everybody in Honolulu?
We're doing great, and a big mahalo for being on board, man.
Hey, my pleasure, man.
Do you recall your previous, ever since, Ray, that we started talking about the shows, people are calling in with their stories of having seen the Doors here in the past. And do you have memories of your experiences here?
Pakalolo. Strongest I've ever smoked. Yes, I do. Yeah, it was a great concert. You know, I mean, beautiful girls put leis around our necks, and then there was some pakalolo passed around, and I was virtually incapacitated, shall we say. Man, oh man, it was like, holy cow, thank God I didn't do more. I'd be lying on the floor waiting for the Doors concert to start. No, wait a minute, I am the Doors concert, oh my God. Oh, Jim, John, okay, well, we'll get through it, man. And it was a great concert, you know, great audience, you know, Hawaiian audiences couldn't be better, man. It's one of the best on the planet.
It left a lot of memories for people, Ray. People have chimed in with all kinds of stories about being
cool,
there.
Man, yeah, because we had a fabulous time.
Yeah, people love it. Maybe you could release, I'll plant a little seed if I could in your mind, some of the performances from Honolulu on the Bright Midnight Archives.
Yeah, I don't know, does anybody have any?
I see bootleg people out there.
Oh, you're kidding, man. Get it, listen, tell the people to get it to you and you'll get it to me. Yeah.
I'll do it.
I'd love to do that. I didn't think any of it existed. I'd never heard any of it.
I was, when we first heard that you were coming, someone had thought that it was going to be the first visit here for the Doors, and we learned that it wasn't, and through learning that it wasn't, I did some internet searching, and I saw several places where it was like a 2-CD set of your April 1970 performance here. So
how cool, man.
I'm going to make it my business to get that as a gift for you, so when you come to town, potentially we can get that released through the Bright Midnight thing.
That would be fabulous. Yeah, I'd love to do that. Yeah, I'd love to hear the performance. Wait a minute, I don't know I want it released. Let me hear the performance first.
Yeah, I know what you mean. You may want to hear it before you...
Right, oh my God, it's just like I remembered. Stoners.
How was it that you and Robbie first decided that you would tackle this project, The Doors of the 21st Century?
Well, we played the TV show VH1 Storytellers, and John was on board for that, and we played with Scott Stapp and Scott Weiland and Perry Farrell and Ian Astbury, and it went so great that people were just saying, hey, why don't you guys take this on the road? We're dying to see you guys play live. Go ahead and play live. And you know, it was like, well, you know, Jim Morrison. People said, look, Jim Morrison has been dead for 30 years. We know that. We know you're not replacing Jim Morrison. We want to see you guys play. Ray, play Light My Fire, Robbie, Roadhouse Blues, and take one of those singers and go on the road. And that's exactly what we did. We had an opportunity to play Harley Davidson, 100th anniversary of Harley Davidson, the motorcycles. And they said, why don't you get the Doors back together again? And so as it turned out, Ian was in L.A. and completely available. He was living in L.A. The Cult had just broken up, and we loved him best of all anyway. So Danny Sugarman called Ian and said, do you want to play the concert? And Ian said, I'm there, mate. I'm there, Mike, as they say. And it was as simple as that, man. We got together and rehearsed, and he was great. And unfortunately, Densmore's ears went bad, and he couldn't play. And you know, and then one thing led to another, and John just had, you know, I don't know. People go insane in rock and roll. So. You know, so Robbie and I are doing it. We'd like Densmore to be along, but he's not along. And we got this great new drummer, man, Ty Dennis, a hot powerhouse, really strong, really powerful. So That's how it all came about, through that VH1 Storyteller show.
And who's the bassist, too, on the road with
Bill
you?
Chen.
Right, oh, yeah, because...
Bill Chen, who played with...
Rod Stewart and
yeah,
many...
exactly, man. He played with, played with Rod, played with Jeff Beck, and, he's a reggae guy, and God, he, played with Marley and everything.
I'm really tight with Carmine Apiece. And
oh, you are? Good old Carmine, man, my buddy, yeah.
Yeah, he said to say hi, and he...
Oh, how cool, man.
He mentioned that bassist as being an awesome musician.
Yeah, he's really great. He's great. I mean, the band is just super, man. The band is super tight. And it's so much fun not to have to play left-hand keyboard bass. And Phil Chen is such a great bass player that
it frees you up.
It allows me to be like a keyboard player, rather than trying to do bass and organ at the same time. So I'm having a great time, and Robbie's playing better than ever, and Ian is absolutely amazing. Ian Astbury is that. I don't know. He's so much like Morrison, yet he's not Morrison.
Were you a Cult fan?
Yeah, sure, man. I was a fan of him. I'm not necessarily a fan of heavy metal kind of music,
but of him as a performer
absolutely.
In that band. Yeah, he is tremendous. I could not agree with you more.
Yeah, he's got that shaman quality, that touch of the shaman and that Native American kind of stuff that Morrison had, man.
That charisma.
Yeah, and he's just, he trips out, man. He's on stage, and it's like. He's gone, he's out there, and it's like, is that Morrison or is that Ian? Whoa, Ian.
That's nice. It's got to be rewarding for you, both the way you guys have gelled, and I can hear it in your enthusiasm, and also the international response seems quite impressive that you've been getting.
Oh, geez, it's been fabulous, man. All the way from playing Paris on Jim's birthday. On Jim's birthday last year, the year before, December 8th, we played Paris. We played this little nightclub, and we went to the grave, and we lit some candles and burned some poems and sent them off up the smoke up into the ether, and then we played a cool hip little nightclub like the Whiskey A Go Go of Paris, and then we played a 10,000-seat concert
at the Zenith, right?
And it was amazing, man. The audience in Paris was just fantastic.
We talked that up a lot.
South America, so we did Brazil and Argentina. We had samba players on stage with us for Break On Through.
Wow.
And then we had tango dancers for Moonlight Drive in Argentina. And it was amazing, just incredible audiences. So that's why I'm looking forward to Hawaii, man. Always a great place to play.
Is there a fixed set list that you mentioned all these different places? Is there one?
No, you vary it, we've got, we got like 24 songs, and, and you pick from those. We're going to, we know we're going to play Break On Through and Light My Fire.
Sure.
So, you go see the Doors and you don't hear Light My Fire, it's like, give me my
hello?
money back.
Yeah, no doubt.
And no, we we love to play Light My Fire because it's you stretch out on the song, you get to improvise. And the same thing with Break On Through. You can take that song and play all over it. And so, we'll play Backdoor Man and probably Love Me Two Times, and but a lot of it is, it's up in the air. It's up in the air. We see what we feel like doing that night. We got a great light show with us, too, out of San Francisco, the Brotherhood of Light.
Oh, I know who they are. They used to do the Allman Brothers thing.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so
they're incredible.
Psychedelic in there, and they've got Native American spirituality, American Indians, old-time blues footage, L.A. Woman. When we start cranking on L.A. Woman, they got all this freeway stuff, and so it's a great night, man. I'm really pleased with the show that we put on.
I have friends who've seen you on the East Coast, and they actually traveled to a couple different cities because they were so blown away.
Ah, cool, man.
And what you said about the Brotherhood of Light, I've heard that the presentation really is something to be seen.
Yeah, I'm not going to blow my own horn and say that we really are great, but this is one serious kick butt rock and roll band,
And Ray, are you throwing down new songs in the set?
No, not yet. No, we're working on them right now.
Okay.
As soon as we get them recorded, we're going to add them to the set. But we're in hard and heavy in composition. And Jim Carroll's writing Basketball Diaries. He's writing lyrics for us.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, so we got a bunch of poets writing lyrics. Jim's poetry buddy.
I dug that idea, too, when I saw that you had that concept with the lyrics.
Yeah, and Warren Zevon.
Yeah, right.
Stuff from Warren.
Right, but I saw quotes of stuff you had said that before he passed on, you had that interaction and were able to obtain lyrics. That's cool,
exactly, man. I got two little stanzas from him, and it's... There's a river of madness running through L.A. There's a river of sadness flowing deep beneath the clay. And it's all about the craziness of Los Angeles. So I'm looking forward to getting onto that. And the Jim Carroll, we got Street of Crocodiles and Cops Talk, what cops have to say. So, you know, a bunch of stuff is being worked on, and we should...
Any timeline on it?
Chance, you know.
Is there a timeline on a new studio record?
Yeah, as soon as possible.
That's my kind of answer.
Man, I'm telling you, you know, when it comes down to recording, it definitely becomes Hawaiian time, you know. We'll get it. We're getting it.
You're working on it. No,
exactly.
That's happening. And folks should also know that you are doing a very smart thing in thwarting bootleg recordings of your recent shows by offering them for sale through disclive.com.
Right there and then at the show, you can buy the show.
Yeah, that's a very good thing.
You buy it ahead of time, and 10 minutes after the show is over, the whole thing is done.
I'm quite impressed with that, and I think it's...
And the technology is like, that's what I said. I said, what? How do they do this?
It's craziness.
But, you know, it's just bam, 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 and then, you know, it's incredible, because the technology is amazing. So here you are, man. You've actually been to the concert. You walk out of the concert with the concert in your hand.
That is so huge. I'm proud of you guys on that front. You're welcome. And finally, Ray, I just want to cordially invite the band to come down and be my guest here in the studio when you're in town, and I'd love to just get to say hi to you personally if you have a moment or two when you're here.
Hey, we'll see what we can do. You know, I'd like to come down if I got some free time. Although I must say, my wife is coming to join us in Honolulu. My son, his wife, and our grandchild, 1.5-year-old, baby Noah,
nice.
Pablo's kid, baby Noah, are all going to be in Hawaii. They're over on Maui. They're leaving like February 26th, 27th. They've had this all booked for the last 6 months, and I said, hey, we're going to be in Honolulu. So they're going to take, you know, one of the inter-islands and come over to Honolulu. So all of the Manzareks are going to be in Honolulu.
I think it's great you're making the most of it, dude.
Oh, man, I'm telling you, 2, 3, 4. Listen, we got to have a Hawaiian. If I don't get a Hawaiian plate, you know, if I don't get some Kahlua pig.
Oh, you will.
With 2 scoops of rice and, 1 scoop of rice and a macaroni salad. You know, I'm eating a plate, and it's going to be one day it's going to be a teriyaki. The next day it's going to be a lau. The next day it's going to be Kahlua pig. You know, I mean, that's
I
all
love
I
it.
eat.
I love it. It sounds awesome. Wow.
Hawaiian food is just the greatest, man. And some fresh pineapple, papayas in the morning.
You're an animal, and
I'm telling you, man. I want to hit that water, and I just want to swim, you know, just get in that water. That's all I want to do.
Yeah,
I never could get the hang of surfing, you know, as much as I tried. Southern California guy. You know.
Never too late to give it a stab?
Well, that's true. I mean, what the heck? All you got to do is catch the wave, you know.
This could be the time.
Yeah.
Well,
scuba diving. I've done a lot of that. So, I mean, who knows? Maybe Pablo and I will even get a chance to do some scuba diving.
Dig it. Well, I'll work around your schedule, even if I have to bring a small mini disc recorder to wherever you are just for 5 minutes.
That'd be cool, man. Right on the beach.
Yeah. Hey, that would be very memorable.
Hanging with the Manzareks on the Alamo on the beach. One
of my personal heroes, Ray Manzarek, original member of the Doors and the Doors of the 21st Century. I appreciate you being a guest on KPOI 105.9, brother.
My pleasure, man. Hey, this is Ray Manzarek of the Doors with Dave Lawrence. Be cool, brah.